morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Market Check brought to you by BB. We have a fun episode today because the title of today's show is, oh, wait, why am I seeing it like what Jack has named his on Twitter? But it's one day until Uptober. Okay, it is one day until Uptober, guys. We made it through a very long and grueling, brutal Q3 of the Bitcoin halving year, which is not that uncommon. But there's something, if you don't know, you are going to know after watching today's episode. October, November, December, January, February, and March, following a Bitcoin halving, are typically pretty good for risk assets, specifically your unregistered digital securities. And we're going to talk about all that and then some. We're waking up today in America, and I guess some of us in Europe, but most of us in America, to some Monday morning heroes. That's what we're going to call them today. The Monday morning heroes. The Euro scalpers that think they can set a 200 RR trade Monday morning on the last trading session of Q3 in September, leading into Uptober. The Monday morning heroes taking it to the timeline to brag about how that was the top, and somehow this is the over setup when it's not. Well, I have some thoughts for the Monday morning heroes, and I know that Tucker and Jackus do as well. Now, Jackus is only going to be here for about half of Market Check. Okay. He jeeted his leg and he has to go to the doctor. His leg is destroyed. It looked like it's like a shark attack. It's hanging off the bone. You know, there's blood everywhere, bones sticking out, playing European football. All right. He destroyed his leg. He needs to go to the doctor. But he's going to cook for you guys before they amputate his leg. All right. So, Jackus, I'd like to hear from you first, man. What do you think of the Monday morning heroes thinking that they're going to get to short the market and it's over from here? Talk to us, brother.
Well, first of all, I went to the trenches, right? And that's how my leg got torn apart, because I was fighting these stupid bears, man. And they were biting, but at the end of the day, they died, right? And I only got my leg hurt, and that's enough. So that's how it is. But it just needs to be checked by the doctor. So I will have to cheat the stream, not the stream itself, but cheat myself from the stream a little bit early today. Apologies for that, because I know that you guys are always hungry for some cook session, but I will deliver you that one too, just a little bit earlier, and hopefully you guys can appreciate it with a little like in there. So, Max, you mentioned these retarded creatures or something like that, and
I did, yeah.
That they've been waffling about something, right? Like, so let's discuss that, right? I mean, it's quite sad that they've been so anxious about their positions, about trying to be right on social media, that this is like the first day of a pullback since the September low, right? So and they just couldn't take it anymore. They had to release the tension. So I get that, right? Like it's been up only since then. We made new highs. The price didn't drop to 40K as they promised. It's not a cold world anymore. Some people had to delete their accounts. It is what it is. I understand it, right? Like that tension, it gets big. They have to release it. But it was too early. They released it right at the support, man. They released it too early. And so, listen, as I always tell people, right? It's anything can happen in life anytime, right? That's true. But in life, whatever you decide to do, you have to work with probabilities. And I honestly do not think that the probabilities have ever been stacked up to the bull side as they are now. And I understand, because people have this bear market PTSD, right? They have the PTSD of the past 7 months, so that every time like there is a move up, right, it got jeeted to new lows again. Every time the bulls got very loud, it got jeeted again. But at certain time, it stops working. But people are still in that old paradigm that this rally will fail like the others, and at some point it doesn't anymore. And I do think this is one of those times. I think I gave enough reasoning why I think that is the case, over whether it was here on YouTube Market Check in the past weeks, whether that was on Twitter or the newsletter or BB Discord, right, with that everyday alpha. But locally, we've been downtrending for the past 7 months. We hit the higher time frame support. We reclimbed the levels right here. We are heading into the most bullish quarter seasonality wise. There is simply the probabilities tell you that you must be bullish until you lose certain levels, right? Until you lose them, like there is no point of entertaining any bear case right now, in my opinion. It's not saying not to have invalidations, those are very important. But right now, what people should be doing is really looking for that long button and not caring about lower time frame dips. That's just the way I see it. And I'm yet to see someone give me valid reasons why it would be otherwise.
Well, Jackus, I don't have any reasons for you. I don't. Maybe Tucker does. I have nothing. Tucker's on mute. He's bullish
He's
into the
smiling on
abyss.
me.
Oh man, I'm just waffling to myself. No, Jack, I have no reasons for you, brother. I have no reasons for you. I mean, what,
Well,
Jackus, what do you think about us setting the quarterly low in the first week of this month?
I read a tweet. I like that tweet from you,
You
and
did. Yes, you
I
did.
maybe forget to comment on that one because I wanted to, but
Mm.
I do agree with it. I think it's very much possible because this range got so squeezed and so prolonged that there is really not much room left to go sideways anymore, right? Like we are getting the breakout in either direction soon. Obviously, the probabilities are stacked super high now for the upside, but like the invalidation on the downside is also pretty close, right? By the way, look at this beautiful chart, right? Like I discussed last month, and this is exactly the words I said to you guys. Every bear out there is talking about the season, the September bearish seasonality, right? Everyone kept telling you, oh, September, the worst months of the year for Bitcoin. Truly so. Truly, those are the data. I'm not gonna lie. But I said that the bearish seasonality needs to be approached, quote unquote, more or less. It's not a dogma. And so what we actually got the September bearish seasonality already in August. That drop, that scary capitulation with huge wick spike, that came in August. So I was saying that got front run. The market is forward looking. I do think that September is going to be bullish due to that. And what we got, and obviously, it's not, the daily close is in a few hours. Obviously, love that one, by the way. Is that Barry? Is that Barry Chin or
I have no
Barry
idea.
Silver? Anyways, what we actually got was the most bullish September in Bitcoin history, and now we are heading into the most bullish quarter in Bitcoin history, right? So the same people who bragged about Bitcoin seasonality now are neglecting it. They are not respecting it anymore. And that's not good. That's that's been biased. So with seasonality, once again, you need to look at you cannot look just at the seasonality. You need to look at the price. You need to look at more broader data. But it's just all is fitting together pretty much on the long side right now, and you simply stay bullish as long as the data is telling you, right? As long as it's all fitting, and right now it is. And I just that's just my take. Anyways, I think there was a super chat or something.
There was. Let's see. Can you discuss your approach for a ticker like SPX 6900 and where it's constantly in price discovery?
I haven't checked the ticker. Can you do we put that on chart, by the way, or not? I suppose it's a low cap DEX screener.
It is a low cap. Hang on. There it is.
Well, my approach is to just put all your life savings into it right now, right? Like that's the best decision. Like you look at this chart, the best thing you can do, just go all in, man. Now, obviously, guys, I was joking. Chart like this should be telling you to take profits, right? You should be scaling out something, especially if it's becoming a large part of your portfolio. I definitely would not be longing in here unless it's like like an hourly time frame trade, whatever, and I'd be looking to scale out. You are in a price discovery. Like look at Fetch, right? Can you put it next to Fetch, Tucker? On like if you go back to like daily, or what was the time frame, the one you first showed me? Yeah, and then go on Fetch. Right, zoom out a little bit. Right, so most charts, when they pump like this, they tend to come back and retest stuff. So that's just the way, and there is a chance it's just going to keep ripping for some reason. Maybe some will keep on propping it higher. Maybe people are just apes, which they are, and they have enough liquidity. It doesn't matter. But essentially, it's going to go into a long ass slow bleed distribution. And when you see a chart like this, your first thought should be either, if you are not in, you should not be trying to get in, or if you are in, you should be looking to take partial profits. But if you are a true degen, then go all in.
What's the market cap of this thing?
It's 144 mil.
Oh, so it was like a true micro cap before. Okay.
It was like 10 mil down here, and then it just pulled a 14x.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a small move.
Well, I wish Max just cheated, but I wish the best for anyone who hold this, right, and made fortune on it. But yeah, this is my approach looking at charts like these when you open them. You rugged.
Yeah, I was working on something with Ed in the background. Oops. Ed said hit a button, and I was just like, damn, it just destroyed my browser. We're back. Devs are doing something. It's fine.
Devs are doing something.
What do you guys think about ticker Bitcoin, huh? Lower high, or are we going to send?
Can you zoom out a little bit more? What if it's like that structure on the left before the Reaper?
This?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
This is the original schizo community, man. It can't be. Here's the thing, man, is I won't invest in any meme coins that don't have a cult. That's the most bullish thing for memes, is a cult.
True.
And this is the original cult of this cycle.
So
I
you
don't
say
know,
go
to
all in?
be clear, but I'm just letting you know. Bullish on crypto cults.
Yeah.
True that.
You have to be.
You must be. Yeah.
I really am wondering how all of these are gonna do though, like 1 year from now, or which one's gonna stay.
I mean, I think so. Here's the thing about it. I've been thinking about this as it pertains to Andy, right? You need a lot of memes will pump. I think we're gonna have this very obvious meme super cycle, but there needs to be a lasting speculation on these meme coins for them to actually survive. The ones that are actually going to have lasting speculative interest are going to be the ones that, again, in the simplest of terms, there's always a reason to speculate on its value, right? With Andy, we have the luxury of it's part of this boys club narrative, right? So if Pepe goes on to last multiple cycles, which I think it will, because it's like the best meme on the internet, you're always going to have lasting speculative interest in the boys club and the other ones because of where I think Pepe is going to go this cycle. With something like SPX 6900, well, what happens in 3 or 4 years when SPX is trading at 8,000? Then it's a bearish meme, right? But what about next cycle? Pepe goes to 50 billion this cycle. People are going to speculate it goes to 150 2 cycles from now, right? There's always going to be a lasting speculative interest in something like Andy because of the boys club narrative, right? So we'll see. With Andy, it's more obvious to me. Wolf, same. Brett, same. Pepe, obviously. But I don't know if I can say the same about a lot of other memes right now. Time will tell, right? But Andy has anchored itself to, arguably the strongest meme of this cycle being Pepe because of the boys club narrative. So you need to have that lasting speculative interest, which can take you into multiple cycles. So whenever there's going to be a bid on Pepe, there's going to be a bid on Andy and Brett and Wolf. So
Max, do you see this right here? I didn't even know this was a thing.
no,
until just
golden
now.
pocket boys are in shambles.
I mean, look at that retest. Oh my god. That is
Wait, Tucker, what do you mean you do not know? I was talking about this inverted head and shoulders flip for so long. I do not paying
Andy?
attention.
No.
Yeah.
I meant the golden pocket retest. I hadn't drawn it on Andy yet. No, I know
Okay.
this. Like this little deal. So many charts were doing that with like their meme downtrend line and then inverse head and shoulders, right?
Hey guys, I'm hopping off for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I need to help Ed with something real quick. I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes.
Devs will do
Oh,
something.
And when I get back, there should be 1,000,000 likes on the stream. Okay, but I'll be right back.
shoot it.
All right. All right. Let's see. While Max is gone, I'm going to pull up another chart that looks really good. And that's Retardio. Okay. And it's only relevant. I only bring it up because it's also doing the same golden pocket retest. It's also a cult. Okay. And it looks phenomenal. Jackus, what do you have to say about this chart?
Chart looks good.
Chart looks good, brother. Chart looks good. That's what I'm saying. Chart looks good.
What a super chat we received, Tucker.
Bears are effed into oblivion. Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, listen, guys. What I think is happening here, right, is that like when there are flips in the market, they usually tend to be kind of quick, and lots of people are in denial. Then it's like because you kind of like people in general do not like to be wrong. Nobody likes that, right? And if you were a bear before and suddenly the market changes, it like means you need to tell people that you were wrong, and that's unpleasant. And so it takes lots of time for people to change that bias. And you just need to be, you cannot be too quick about it to like flip flop every single day. You need to have rules for that. But you also need to be quick because usually the change is quick, right? And so, for example, what I'm talking about, if you can, maybe I can take the stream here for a second, discuss what I'm talking about, right? So, right, let me share the screen here.
MicroStrategy is about to gigasend.
It is.
Look at that. Oh my
yeah,
god.
that's crazy. So sorry to take the stream, but maybe put it there. Yeah, it's looking really strong. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see a retest of that like a 80, 90 level, something like that. Did not come front run me on that one. I got many others, so I'm like super chatting. But specifically on this one, got front run a little bit. I think it keeps chatting. Like it's just hard for me to see current. Like I think MicroStrategy is going to blow up somehow, some way. They'll take too much loan. I do not know. I think being this crazily leveraged into Bitcoin is probably not the best decision longer term. But as much as I'm bullish on it. But locally, I think it just like I just find hard time thinking it goes lower if Bitcoin is sending higher from here, right? So it's probably going to go to all-time highs. It seems it's basically like ETF at this point, leveraged Bitcoin. That's what it is, and leverage gets wiped at some point from the market. So, guys, going back to what I discussed, right? Like about flipping quickly. So going back all the way to do it like this. Right. One sec. I'll just change the screen right here. Oh, good. So going back all the way to here, right? Like we had a bear market or like semi correction in 2020 or so, and lots of people got pretty bulled up before COVID. Then obviously COVID happened, and it was like after all of this, it was too much for many people back then. And we basically, if I were to go on a monthly, those levels were very clean. Those levels were very clean. We just had a first move up from the lows and then a normal retest. Like anyone seeing this would just be like super bulled up. In hindsight, it's clear, but in reality, it wasn't. And this is how it went live back then. It's worth discussing because I was back then and I can tell you how it was and how most accounts, even the OG accounts that have hundred thousands of followers on social media nowadays, they still had it very wrong back then. So the price keeps pulling back, right? And they keep like being very, very bearish because, they would tell you like, hey, we are still below here, right? It's a bearish retest, and then we break this level. They are like, hey, it's still a bearish retest. And so then we kind of get all the way up to this point. Some people got pretty bulled up here on this breakout. Obviously what happens is that we get a rejection, right? And we are like, hey, we are still at resistance. COVID is still here. People are getting locked up. This is not good. Like this is exactly how people talked back then. Nobody like discussed, hey, this is a range or much about that. If I told people, hey, look at the chart, right? People literally told me, and I have saved up conversations from back then. They told me that you cannot look at the chart when there is something like COVID. And so people were pretty bearish all the way through this pretty clean reaccumulation, right? And I was saying, hey, listen, like this was the impulsive like higher, right? We are reaccumulating within it, and likely we break this resistance pretty soon. And they still were thinking like, hey, there is a FVG right here. We have to come back to it or some shit like that. And then obviously, naturally, it was too long. It was too boring. People lost interest. Then you get the breakout, right? This is pretty interesting. People get very bulled up here. Like so many people that were bearish on this whole time retest. This is where they first got bulled up, and then the price creates kind of like a weird topping structure, and then we got this breakdown, right? And this was a pretty scary one, not gonna lie. this looked like a sort of distribution, and lots of people were thinking that we will get a retest here, and we did, and then we are going to send lower again, that we will be like going below these lows and stuff like that. Little people actually longed here, and this is, by the way, when Saylor announced that he bought. Like, this is the first time he started to get into Bitcoin. So what happens is that we produce a little range. And what I'm trying to say is that it's very important for people to flip, right? And so even if you were bearish this whole time, or you got bullish here, then got shaken out here, it's highly likely, or like it's very hard for people to accept that they were wrong this whole time. And the moment price does this, right? The moment we break above, and I'll give you example to today's price action, because you will see the same. You will see the same happening live. But the moment price broke above this level is when they should have accepted that they got it wrong all the way here, then here, and then selling here again. But they couldn't, because they were so wrong, and most people cannot be true to themselves. But this is exactly where people should have accepted and flip bullish, right? So what happens is they did not. And then price breaks here. And this is where they do accept, but they fail to buy, right? Because the price like pumps here, right? Like, what would you do here? You would be looking to buy a retest of these levels, right? Oh, I nearly closed the stream. Jesus. So here you would be waiting for a retest. So if you still didn't buy in, right? Lots of people, again, waiting for a retest, doesn't come, keep sending higher. And at that point, if you did not flip quickly, this could have backfired on you so much, because right now you're at 16K and you sold at 10K, right? Like, you sold the COVID low, you were bearish, you got bulled up here, you sold again, and now it's here. So the market is moving up, you are losing money, and you are waiting for the pullback. So right now you are like, all right, surely, right? Surely it has to come back to this place. And guess what? It just keeps going. Then you get, sweep of all-time highs. You're like, all right, it comes now. It doesn't, and you're higher again. So now you're waiting for this pullback. It doesn't. So many times it's very important to accept you got it wrong, and you need to flip quickly. And from few traders, I've seen that, but most people right now, and I want you guys to memorize this. Actually, I'll go back to it, right? But lots of people are doing the same mistake right now. We are getting a very clean breakout. Like, this was the capitulation. We swept this low, and I was very quick to flip bearish when we failed to hold this support back here too. You guys remember, right? We were supposed to hold and continue straight up. The moment we were flipping it and losing here, I was saying, hey, this is not looking good, and we will be probably looking to come back to this level to retest the higher time frame support at that point. This came in. I was buying live with many people here. Guess what's happening now? If we were bearish, this was the chance. This was the chance to send us lower, but we didn't. We held this, and now we've broken higher, right? This was the internal high that lots of people are talking about now. No, it was this internal high, right? Where we made higher high on the daily and then made lower low. But instead we held the weekly low, and we've broken higher again. So this is a chance for many to start flipping into the bull case. And obviously, things can still get fucked up somehow, but you need further, you need further confirmation for that. So until you get that, you are looking for longs here. And this can start just like back then. This can start sending really quickly. And then, you'll get probably something like this. Then people are looking for the retest. Obviously, it's going to get front run, and you will be a misser. So it's very important to start seeing the signs ahead and know that currently, until the changes, bulls are in control. And now I want you to see this, right? Like I've spoken about, and I could go on many times, like here, right? Like this is where lots of people expected breakdowns too. They failed to accept it, and we went all the way to new all-time highs. The same thing here, right? Around 20K. We were breaking higher. Lots of people failed to accept it. Then super bearish again. We are higher. Here again, people expecting the CME gap fill 20K, whatever. We are higher again. And so you want to be wary of this and avoid it. So going back to actually, and by the way, guys, if you are enjoying this, right, we cook like this every single day in the BB Discord. There is a code JKIS9 for lifetime minus 10% discount if you want to have this on the daily basis. And if you cannot afford that, then like button and retweets are also great. But anyways, going back to cook session, right? So memorize this scenario, right? You have the normie resistance, you get the rejection. Doesn't this ring a bell? Guys, does this ring a bell to you right now? Let me know.
It does.
It does. And how about the CME gap fillers? That CME down there too, Jackus.
True that. There was a CME gap down here that got partially tagged, but never got filled. Lots of people back then, that's true. We're still waiting for the CME gap to get filled. Lots of people. That's a fair point I forgot to miss. But also, does this chart remind you of something live, of some live chart right now in a minuscule version?
ETH.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So look at ETH, guys, and what it is doing right now. Right now, look at this, right?
Man.
Wow.
Who could have foreseen?
You can go more like this. Look, this is your normie retest, right? This is the bearish. You make a higher low, you make a higher low. You make bounce.
Go to the daily too, so it looks like the same. You can see the structure. Go lower on it.
Like this?
Yeah, there. Now you can see the structure more. Yeah, that looks even better.
So you get the normie topping formation. That's where people get bulled up. Then you get the shakeout. People are super bearish again, and they are not seeing this. Maybe we do get like this little shakeout down here. Those are lower time frame levels, but these people are failing to see the forest for the trees. And that this is a normie retest. This is not the origin of the move, right? Where are the origins of the move? The origin is from here. The origin is from here. The price loves to retest it. So once we start to get this breakout, right, this may happen very quickly. I mean, may not even get the perfect retest here. And this could really start to send. And then you'll get something like this. And guess what? People will be looking for the retest. They don't come, and this just keeps on sending and can be super quick. ETH BTC starts to fly.
One more thing. Look at your Bitcoin chart. What month was that retest in, Jackus, for Bitcoin?
This one? Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh
October.
my gosh.
Oh my
gosh.
Wow.
It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. Don't worry.
It could never happen again. Yeah.
No, it'll never happen again. It's a coincidence.
Q4 seasonality doesn't matter, right? September didn't matter for the bears, therefore Q4 doesn't matter for the bulls. That's how the bears want it.
That's right.
Anyways, guys, this can happen really quickly, right? Like things are not as bright right now, but things can change very quickly. So even if you are still beared up and you like are not seeing this ahead, if you're going to get this is the equivalent of Bitcoin reclaiming 30K in October 2023. It's the giant range, and I'll give you what I mean with that. So let me do it like this. What I mean with that, right, is that maybe I'll go on the weekly, but that's basically this. This is your another normie trend line, normie retest, right? What was the origin of the move? Here. And so once you broke out, it never really retested this level, right? This level. And it just kept going higher and higher. So you may not, just like here, you may not going to get that retest, right? Like you might going to get this little thing, right? and then it shoots through it. People will be looking for a retest of this level, of this level, of this level, and it doesn't really come. There are plethora of ways this can happen, but basically, yeah, that's it. So if once this happens, if you are still a bear, then I'm saying be very quick to accept that it's not bearish anymore, and you need to get gobbled up at that point. I'm just front seeing that ahead. But that's it from me, guys. I rest my case, and I suppose to you, Tucker.
Well, that was absolutely wonderful, Jackus. You rest your case. I mean,
Thank you.
Q4 seasonality, man. What are we talking about? You know,
SPX 2 years ago. 1 year ago.
Literally. Yeah, this was like SPX 2022. You know what I did after that? I did one of those, right?
Yeah,
Same chart.
can be very quick, and lots of people will be missours.
There's just a lot of Monday morning heroes. That's the issue, man. Just a lot of Monday morning heroes.
Every Monday we'll have to deal with. Oh, look at that. Wow. Same chart, everybody. Same chart. Better sell. Open interest is getting high. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like there are ways. Like I've seen these to fail, but until it does, until you lose the lows there, it like it's bullish, right? Like, what else do you want? To be honest, what are we talking about?
I don't know. We should look at what equities are doing today real quick.
It's over. It's over.
Man, it looks like it's over.
As you can see, it's over.
Let's see. QQQ looks okay. IWM, nothing doing. Nvidia still looks good. I mean,
bullish consolidations.
This thing is still nuking, which we love to see. Bond market volatility.
Why does that look like
good.
EBTC?
It does look like EBTC before it came down here.
Yeah,
true.
It does.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of. Let's check on the Okay, that was okay. Just making sure. Yeah.
Euthanasia. Send it lower.
Yeah. See you later. Yeah, not a whole lot. Yeah, I was about to say we got to pull this up. Oh, it's getting a little pop. 100.6.
Monday morning heroes, man.
That looks so weak. Just, oh my god. That's, what Will's Outlook calls this pattern.
That's about to be the limp meat pattern.
That is the limp meat pattern, man. That's how that resolves.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Because you would want to see like a big reaction, even from, I don't even know. I mean, you would have wanted to see it like from there, but nothing. No reaction. Cooked. We do have Powell talking in like 2 hours, by the way. I don't know what.
By the way, to finish up, right? So Lucas saying, guys, maybe it's the same chart, but everything is this time is different, basically, right? QE still didn't start. There's no increase in Fed's balance sheet. Guess what? This is the exact same thing people said back then. But second, we did actually get QE. We are getting that from China. If you haven't noticed, they lowered their interest rates. The whole central bankers are lowering their interest rates and are starting to pump fiat currencies into the system, especially China, right? And Bitcoin is a global, asset, so it's not depending on just USD, right? It's like the liquidity is going to come from so many sources, whether that's, and it's actually coming from like US, right? Like if you look at the ETS, like the buying there is undoubted. If you're gonna look at China, that is going to be massive. If you look at FTX creditors, we can discuss to what like to what degree they will get repaid. But I feel like the eternal question, where will the liquidity come from, is the most mid-curve thing to ask, because that's literally what people have been telling me daily during October 2023, or like, back at those prices, and look where we are nowadays. So
This is giving me the same kind of vibe where you're sitting at the
Yeah.
range low and you're just about to boom.
Whoosh.
Yeah, you're about to whoosh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, range low, must bid, whoosh. And then
Yeah.
let's even add on some more normie lines, right? Because we love our normie lines. I mean, break of trend. And then let's send it down here. Break of trend, right? Like, just get out of here with that, man. Like, it's over.
Cooked.
Bad time to be a DXY maxi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boom.
Multi-month downtrend commencing.
Yeah.
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 guys, I had a blast today, but I gotta run to the doctor, so that
You have
I'm
to
ready
get
to
your
fight.
amputation, right?
I'm ready to fight all these bears again. It is what it is.
Yes.
Good luck with the leg, Jackus.
Go get a metal leg, Jackus.
Yeah.
Metal, yeah.
Yeah.
Robo Jackies.
Yeah.
Anyways, see ya, guys. See ya.
All right.
See ya,
See you,
Jeff.
bro. Oh man.
It's
What are we thinking? What are we thinking for like the next like 10 days max?
I mean, look, man, it's this is ultra high time frame, right? I'm just saying this feels familiar to me, how we're kind of like ranging at the range low after breaking structure on DXY. Like, that is not safe.
No.
That's not safe. Okay, like, this is going lower. And you had a trend line drawn. I will put that on here. Like, for me, DXY, at least visit somewhere around here. All right. Like, we'll at least visit,
95.
mid 90s. Okay. Mid 90s.
Yeah.
Next 10 days, right? I mean, Jack has covered a lot of the scenarios, right? But this is, in my opinion, this is significant, right? You finally broke structure to the upside after printing this, this low and then higher low and then very kind of shallow higher high, but still significant. This is the last trading session of Q3, right? And it's Monday. And I don't think anybody should be that surprised to see this kind of little dump or whatever. But this is my plan, right? Well, for one, let me just show you this first of all. Let's start here. So delete all this. Let's look at like the 4 hour. I just want to show you like the feeling I'm getting from this, okay? So going all the way back to right in here, I feel like they're going to continue to protect these lows, just like over here, and everybody kind of wanted, all these lows to get tagged right in here, and they just never came, and you're just seeing bull chop, right? So I feel like this is just going to end up resulting in something like this.
Mhm.
Right. That's my general. I won't die on that hill because every time is different, but it's giving me similar vibes to this right here. Just bull chop denial. We marked up. If we don't, then I think this is a pretty obvious, bid spot, like 60, 61 to 62. But it's similar also in the sense that like we finally broke structure to the upside, right? Like this is happening above this level. And we finally, it's not the same, right? But we finally had a shift of market structure to the upside after 6 months of downtrending. So basically my plan would be something like this. Okay, so we know that Q4 is supposed to be bullish. Historically, it is. I would just say wherever the open is, right? Like let's pretend it's right here. You're going to have something like this. Let's just mark this out. We'll add text. We'll say October monthly open right here. I think what you're probably going to get is something like this, like up. Oh, October's here. Oh, it's over. It's over. Look at October is a fail. And then anybody that shorted down in this region below the October monthly open, which again, we haven't had yet. I'm just pretending like it's already here. It happens tomorrow. Anybody that shorts down here is going to get eviscerated. And it reminds me of last October. Let's mark out last October. Right, so here's October monthly open right here. This is the 4 hour, so it would be right here. So this was 2023 October monthly open. And what you saw here was Uptober off to a great start. And then we basically set a giant trap down in here, set a deviation. And anybody that shorted below the monthly open got their faces ripped off, right? Look what happened. Look what happened. And everybody over here was in denial about this shift of market structure. Look at this is a break of market structure to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of thing. After months of horrible price action, we had been ranging here, going over here to when we marked up. We had been ranging for 200 days right here. So we ranged for 200 days. Make this bigger. We ranged for 200 days. We were in a downtrend. We have a break of market structure to the upside with a little pullback below the 2023 October open. And I remember everybody kept saying, oh, we still have this giant supply right here. This is going to be a huge issue. This is really what matters, is this giant supply over here. We need to get above that supply. None of this matters, right? Like, oh, nice little internal shift of market structure. And then look at what happened. I'm hearing a little echo, Tucker. I don't know if you have you might just do a setting change on your end, but I'm kind of hearing a little echo.
Just need to turn you down a little bit.
You sound blasting right now.
I know. Pull up the monthly for last October. Just to put what you just said in perspective. Now point to last October, please.
Right here. God candle.
Yeah, I mean, look, like imagine you see the tiny little wick? Like imagine selling the October low on that wick.
Right down here.
Next one.
Right here.
Right there. Right? Like that's what I think we're gonna get. Basically.
I mean, you took out all of the you engulfed all of this price action over here in one October candle study.
Mm-hmm. And you weren't even in price discovery, right? Like that should be even more significant now.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, look, this is just kind of my playbook is this right over here. Let's just draw it out. This is just my playbook right here. I'll get off the colored candles and we'll draw it out. No. This is the supply that matters. You're going to get stuffed right here. This is the supply that matters. Oh, it's so bearish. This is the supply. The break of market structure. Here, I'll even just tighten this up. Right? Like this is your supply that matters right here. And this little break of market structure right here, this was an internal shift. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Telling you, it matters. So wherever the monthly open is, right? Maybe it's, I don't know where it's going to be. We need to get to tomorrow. Let's just say it's right here. And we'll label this, again, we're pretending it hasn't happened yet. 2024 October monthly open. Make it red, make it 20. Put it to the right side. Make it the same. And to me, this feels the same, right? I don't know where it's going to happen. Maybe we pump tomorrow and then we retrace it a week in. But this is, in my opinion, what you're setting up for, something like this. So, I mean, let's even have some fun fractaling it, right? Why not? Let's just do this. Oh, it's over here. Something like this. I don't know. We could even do, I mean, we could even do like this, right? I don't know where it's going to be, but you're going to Chad.
You're absolutely gonna Chad.
We'll see where it goes, right? We'll see where that trap is set, but Uptober is not a meme, guys.
I mean, the easiest, look at this real quick. The easiest way to look at it is just mark out October of the halving year / election year on your chart. I mean, oh my goodness.
Gosh, man.
Guys, what are we talking about here?
I just don't even know at this point, man. I don't even know.
I don't either.
I just want someone to tell me already.
No one can answer.
No one ever answers me, man. I just get left on red. What are we talking about? No one tells me. No one wants to talk about it. Should we pull up my favorite chart in the world? We do it
Yeah,
every
do it.
show.
Pull
We do
it
it
up.
every show.
Do it.
You want to do it? Well, are they deserving of it?
Wait.
500 watching on YouTube, 235 likes. Is that
Wow.
is that good or no?
That's tough. That's tough.
I feel like 300 is the minimum now.
I feel like 300 is the minimum, and until then, we're just gonna have to.
No, it's not high enough for soybeans, Tucker. It's not. It's not. I mean, maybe cotton candy futures, maybe cacao, soybeans. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Guys, this is the cotton candy futures chart on the 15-second time frame, visualized with Heikin-Ashi candles. If you guys are enjoying the content and you want to see the chart to rule all charts, which we check in on every show, do me a solid, guys. Hit that thumbs up button for us. I promise we wouldn't ask if it didn't make a huge difference, but the mega cap tech overlords have determined that in order for us to grow as a channel, you guys actually have to like the stream. I wish it wasn't like that, but the way that our content is evaluated is very simple, very arbitrary. What's the engagement like? So thank you guys so much for watching, but I need you to take one quick moment and actually hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's run it up. We got 500 watching on YouTube. We can at least get to 300 likes. That's no big deal, guys. That's no big deal. It just takes a second. It just takes 1 second. Just one quick second. And then we don't ever have to look at cotton candy futures again. Because nobody wants to do that.
What are they at?
288.
Come on, guys. Just a couple more. Then you won't have to keep studying.
Maybe you could draw some TA for us on the cotton candy futures chart.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Because
to
I'd like to know, because there's a county fair nearby, and I'd like to know if it's a good time to buy my son some cotton candy, or if maybe we should wait for lower prices.
For lower prices.
One more sweep of the cotton candy lows.
It doesn't look bad, man. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, you are gonna run into some issues up here potentially, but
Cotton candy supply, yeah.
Yeah, we're in log. Maybe that. Yeah, there we go.
Tucker, somebody had a question in the comments. They did take the wheels off their truck to buy more ETH. Remember we did the natural rubber versus ETH? Maybe we could check in on how that trade played out, because a lot of people actually took the tires off their car, sold them, and then swapped it into ETH.
Yeah, let's see if we can price this in. There we go. We're gonna price it in ETH. Wow. It's actually a losing trade right now.
So you should have kept your car tires.
You should have kept your tires, not only for the functionality, but yeah, it does seem that natural rubber may be breaking out against ETH right now. So
yeah. So should have sold your ETH into natural rubber.
Yeah, that would have been the move.
Shoot, yeah, man. I had a lot of ETH. I'm a little short on tires, man. I've got my normal summer tires and then winter tires, but could have definitely gone to my local tire shop and bought a few more sets when prices were low. But
yeah, I'd look to buy your tires back. Probably up there.
Buy your tires back.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Likes are looking good. Let's get back to it. All right. Here's the chart of all charts, guys. Here's the chart of all charts. We look at this every show, and we're going to continue to look at it just so nobody forgets. Okay. 2 cycles ago, 16-17 cycle, 2020, 2021, and the current cycle. Bitcoin halvings marked out, US presidential elections marked out. What I find so interesting is, like, you just can't fight the average, right? 2020 and 2021 got off to a hot start, took forever, kind of came back to it, overcorrected to the downside, and then you just sync up with where you're supposed to be between the halving and the election year, and then you move up. Right? And here, actually, maybe I'll just mark out, like, overextensions, right? So we'll mark this out in purple. This is interesting. So overextension, got, way out in front of our skis way early last cycle, sold off, actually corrected to the downside, right? And then you just sync up perfectly with your mean. Got a little heated a little early over here, and then had that same kind of overcorrection to the downside over here again. But again, your mean of last cycle would basically be, if you had had a perfect cycle and you just, like, went up with your mean, instead of doing this crazy, like, back and forth, whatever, it would have looked like this, right? It would have looked like this, that purple line. If you didn't have the giant overshoot early and then overcorrection because of COVID, and then you didn't have that weird early top and then, big summer correction, this would have been your cycle, right? There's your mean. How about the blue one, 2016, 2017? That was more of a textbook cycle, right? But got off to a late start, right? We were way late, way down here. And then you kind of pumped up early, got a little bit out in front of your skis here, sold off. But then you just kind of textbook parabola, right? Like the blue cycle 2 cycles ago was just a textbook parabola, right? Just a textbook parabola. Parabola. Right, there it is. Now, what happened with our current cycle? And I'll erase this. I know we're getting a little bit crowded here. Got way overextended early, all-time high before the halving. We've now come back, perfectly synced up with previous cycles, right? But we were splitting the difference perfectly right here, right in between our previous 2 cycles. We were right on track. And, honestly, this might just be your cycle right here, your green cycle.
250K by October.
Steady.
But
yeah, I'll show you, like, just looking at the green now, like, what happened here is we got way overextended early. See, like, way ahead of the previous 2 cycles, all-time high before the halving, probably caused by the ETF. Slide back in correction, and right in between your Bitcoin halvings, which are all right here in orange, and the presidential election is when things get tight, right? This is when things get, like, this is your shove spot right in here, right between the Bitcoin halving and the US presidential election. Things compress, they get really tight. You end up where you're supposed to be. So I'm looking at this right here going, all right, We're in line with the previous 2 cycles. Look at where we are. Look at where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Look at where we are. I mean, it's beautiful.
Is there a way to put like others or total 3 on here too?
I would have to make a separate chart, but I'd be happy to do it. It would just take a little bit of time for us. Do you want to spend some
Yeah.
time and do it?
Yes.
Do you guys want to see the same kind of chart for like others as well? Let us know in the comments. It's probably going to take the rest of the show to do it. It's probably going to be about 20, 25 minutes to get it really dialed in, but it could be good to have as well.
I think it would be great to have.
Do you guys want to spend the next 20 minutes doing it together, looking at how altcoins have done? We've looked at Bitcoin, but it's going to be a group effort because I pre-made this one, so it's going to take a minute. You want to see it? All right. All right. All
They
right.
need it.
The vote is in. Let's do it. Let's do it. You want to look at others, or should we do which has more price history?
I was gonna say I think total 3 probably does.
Total 3 does. Okay.
Well,
Let's take a look at it here. So
actually,
here's
others goes back to 14. Maybe we
here's
should do
others. Let's look at total.
Actually,
3.
others has more. Others has more.
What about total 2? Total 2 has the most. That might be the best. Actually,
Others goes back to 2014.
should we just do others then? I feel like we should just do others.
Do others, yeah. I like others.
Okay. All right, let's do this. So we need our Bitcoin halvings. So let's have this indicator tell us where they are. Halving events. Okay, so let's mark this out on the daily first. So we got to mark out the Bitcoin halvings, and then we had the US presidential election right here. All right. And then Bitcoin halving, and then the election was in November. Just say like November 10th. I don't know the exact date, but you get the point. Bitcoin halving, and the election is November 5th. Perfect. All right, let's get rid of this now. So let's drag and drop from bear market. Actually, we need to mark out our bear market lows. So bear market low on all these, and then we'll clean it up. It's right here. So bear market low. I would say our bear market low on others, we could probably just take like where Bitcoin was, because others was a little goofy back then. So this was your Bitcoin low. We're going to mark this as our bear market low for others. I'm not going to count the very beginning of it because others was such a baby. All right, there we go. So now we need some fractals. All right, we need some fractals. So let's do, we're going to put this in a line chart, and we're going to take some fractals. So from right over here, so bear market bottom through the cycle peak, we'll line it up perfectly. And we will also make it a line chart. We'll do it from the close. Perfect. And 2016, 2017, I think I had purple. All right, Command C, Command V. And let's drag that over to the bear market bottom. All right, next one, we'll go from bear market bottom through the cycle peak. We'll line it up perfectly over here. And what color did I have that one? I had that one blue. All right, Command C, Command V from bear market bottom. All right.
Wow.
Pretty good. But now I got to mark out the elections and stuff on here. So here's what we're going to make our little table up here. So orange was the Bitcoin halvings, and then I had presidential election was what? Purple? Blue?
I don't remember.
Green? I don't remember. We'll change it. All right. So This is Bitcoin halvings. Was orange, I know that. And then this is US election. And I don't think it's green, but actually I think it might have been red. I think it was red.
I think it was red.
We
Yeah.
can change it if it's not. We'll line them up side by side. Okay. US elections. But now I got to line it up with where the price action is. So Bitcoin halving came right before, for the purple chart, it came right before the giant spike up.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go find that on the purple chart. So the Bitcoin halving for the purple chart was right here. I'll make it smaller. All right. And then the blue chart, the Bitcoin halving, was right after COVID, kind of in the very beginning of the bull chop. So here's COVID, beginning of the bull chop, Bitcoin halving there for our blue cycle. And then ours this cycle was in April. What was it? April 20th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So April 20, I have it marked out right there. Okay, great. And then US presidential elections in our purple cycle was right in the middle of our reaccumulation after the spike. So let's go find that. So US presidential election, we'll just say it was right here, very close. And then our blue cycle, it was, we got above the previous high. Okay, so there's COVID, made a new high, and then we were right above it. So right here for our blue cycle. All right. And then our election this time, I'll just make this red and I'll go 2024 US presidential election. And I'll make this red. Okay, now I can remove all of this now that we have it done. And let's take a look at our chart. We can add some time on here as well. So this is the bear market bottom for all of them. And we'll move these over into here. I can get rid of this. Bitcoin halvings, US presidential elections right here. So this is others. And then we can mark out the cycle peaks for the previous two cycles. We're basically somewhere in between here, right? These ones, this was a little bit different. And the amount of time it took was somewhere around here, right? But here's our others chart, same way, right? So we're actually a little under where we were in the previous two cycles, where Bitcoin is perfectly synced up, right? And here I can actually, maybe I'll do them like this. Bitcoin USD right here. Go here, here. Make this look like this. Green. Put it in log. Wait, where'd my fractals go? Oh, there they are. I was like, TradingView, you yeeted me.
Can you imagine if they yeeted all that work, Max? Oh
I
my
know.
goodness.
TradingView's been scaring me a little bit.
They've done it. They've done it to me before too.
I know. Scared me a little bit.
I know. I mean, mean reversion at a minimum on others, right? Sync back up.
This is a lot to look at, obviously. I don't know the best way to show it, right? But you can see, man, what's maybe side by side and really condense it. Let me try that instead. It's just so much information to look at.
I know.
Yeah, it's just so much information to look at. All right. Let's make them look the exact same. Here, I'll just remove this for now, just so we can see.
Yeah, others is underperforming.
I'd say it's just lagging, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this is the chart right here. This is it. The 8. Yeah, you can see where we're at. We're actually, others has a lot of rebounding to do to catch up to the previous 2 cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Where Bitcoin is perfectly in line.
Mean reversion minimum max soon.
Yeah. I would agree. Mean reversion very soon. Just like Bitcoin has done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Bitcoin has done.
Yeah.
Let's move these down a little bit.
Let's see. 63.6 max. 63.6. Looks like it's over again.
Yeah, it's over. Forget about it. It's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I find this interesting, right? How you can see that Bitcoin has always done these, these giant mean reversion kind of bounces
Mm-hmm.
when it gets below kind of the average, right? And then they look at how they synced up right here at the election, the previous 2 cycles for others.
That's when you really synced up. Yeah, like others has what is that percentage move you need to get back up there? I mean,
So that
that's
would
not
be
small.
from here.
Yeah, that's like a
100%,
2x. Yeah,
100%, yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
But you can see how Bitcoin's done it in previous cycles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at where it was in COVID, or look at, over here 2 cycles ago. It always kind of finds that average, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
see right here, like this is our average for others, right up in here. Big mean reversion bounce coming. What do you guys think? Was it worth it? What do we think?
Was it worth it? It was worth it.
Was it
Man.
worth it?
Hold on. The whole reason I wanted to do it is because I want to see where others would top out in Q1, Q2. Q1, Q2 max, Q1, Q2. The first top.
Oh, study May.
Study selling in May and walking away.
Study
Yeah,
the
'cause you can see it. You can see it in Bitcoin, right? You can see Bitcoin topping out in like April, May. Well, it's even before that, right? Like go to that first top in Bitcoin. Like that's in March, right?
So
That's the
here's
end
the
of
first
March.
Bitcoin top. We'll just say it's right here. So
Yeah.
we'll label this as first Bitcoin top. Oops. First Bitcoin top. And we'll label this. Let's make it, I don't know, make it black. First Bitcoin top. And then we'll draw that exact same line over here. And that was right here. So Bitcoin topped in May, and then alt topped. I mean, or Bitcoin topped in, what was this?
March.
So basically, let's say March, April, very end of Q1, and alts rallied for like 60 days, really hard, both times, both cycles, guys.
That's what I'm saying. You don't want to sell when Bitcoin tops. You want to wait like a month.
Or yeah, I mean, or just rotate your Bitcoin into alts. But I mean, people don't own Bitcoin on this channel, really. They're already in alts.
Well, wait, real quick. Put the Vegas conference on there.
What's the date of it again?
Didn't you have it?
I did. It didn't save it for whatever reason.
I'm pretty sure it's May 27th. Yeah, alts are topping into the Bitcoin conference, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna sell everything right there.
Everything.
Everything.
2025
Yeah.
Bitcoin Vegas. It's got to be over when that happens, man. It just has to be.
And then you rotate either fully cash or maybe half cash, half Bitcoin, ride it out just in case you're wrong, and then buy back the summer lows
Dude, that is
for one last gasp.
Dude, these are the charts, man.
Mm-hmm.
These are the charts that need to be studied right here.
Selling in May and going away is going to be real.
So real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited for now the others chart mean reversion.
Mm-hmm. Because it needs to catch up like kind of near election time, which is like a month.
I think it will.
Yeah. I think it will too. Yeah, this is all you need. This is your roadmap, guys. You don't really need more than this.
Wow.
And we had a green September, like yeah.
You know, it would make so much sense with this too. So like the Bitcoin conference is right here, May 2025. That at the Bitcoin conference, alts are basically like topping out before a big correction, but like Bitcoin is down and alts are outperforming. So everyone at the Bitcoin conference is just a little bit on edge, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in Vegas, spending a bunch of money on
Also
tables.
literally at all-time highs. Yeah.
People are going to be acting like idiots at that Bitcoin conference, man. A bunch of
Mhm.
Bitcoin nerds when Bitcoin's at 200K throwing money at strip clubs. That's going to be your top, bro. That's it.
Yeah. Damn. This is a decent point. You're gonna have to do it with total at some point, Max.
What do you say?
You should do it with total, not right now, but at some point.
I probably should do it with
Just
total.
straight up total. Because I haven't even looked at total
It looks
in a
good.
long time.
It looks good.
It looks good. It looks like Bitcoin. Yeah, it's pretty much identical to Bitcoin, honestly.
Guys, you don't find this alpha anywhere else. You understand? You don't find this alpha anywhere else. This is
You
because of
understand
Bitcoin.
yet?
You don't understand. They all shove paid shill garbage down your throat. This is what you get here every single day.
Mm-hmm. Free of charge.
Look at this, man. Time to be bearish. Buy bid open interest is climbing, Tucker. Ooh.
Oh no, we're gonna have to set a monthly low in October.
People being openly interested and longing on leverage is bearish. Ooh, heading into October. Ooh.
This is what happens. I've talked about this every single cycle. This is why people mess it up. Go look at your Twitter timeline. This is why and where people mess it up right now.
Specifically where?
Specifically where, right? Between the halving and the election, because they're like, oh, halving, we should be going up immediately. Maybe this time is different and it's over. No, it's not. You're fried.
You're fried. Fried, man. Dude, I'm so excited for this. This is going to be unreal.
The next 6 to 9 months are going to just be obscene.
Here's the thing, man, is it's actually going to be hard to hold. That's the problem.
I
Is
know.
people think this is the easy part.
I know.
It's actually kind of the hard part, right? There's a lot of ways to mess this up. A lot of ways.
Yeah, when you see a big number on your screen, you're going to want to press the red button. And then you're going to get FOMO and you're going to press the green button and you're going to buy higher. Like,
yeah,
just how it goes.
Yep. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I'm not doing anything, bro. I'm bidding like my life depends on it. Like my bloodline depends on it.
It's crazy. We're going to retire our bloodlines in 6 months.
I will see you in Vegas for the Bitcoin conference, and I will be all cash.
Yeah. And it'll be unreal.
Tucker's gonna have a beautiful new timepiece to show you guys too.
I will. And that'll be that first local top. You guys can bet on it. That will be it. I'll time it with the local top.
He's gonna show up with a blacked out Cadillac Escalade license plate, big Haggard, with a new AP on his wrist, and he's gonna be bulled up. Ignore him.
Fully in cash. Oh yeah, I will be bulled up. Guys, we're going higher.
Yeah. Guys, no, I think we can go higher. It's really the super cycle. I genuinely think we're all gonna make it.
Yeah.
Sell it.
Sell it all. Sell it all.
Sell it all.
Don't listen to me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a chart, guys. That is a chart for you. And I have one more thing to show you guys. Boom.
Max. Oh.
Now it's time to shove the premium products in front of you.
Of course.
And hopefully some of you will ape. Because if you love Market Check and you love the free content, you are going to want to be a part of some of our services, guys. Links in the description below will take you to our website where you can browse our products. The BB terminal is now out, guys. Little bit of a sneak preview, what you can see right here: spaghetti charts, liquidations, Agar, order books, DCA indicators. And if you're part of the Discord as well, you get BB terminal included for no additional cost. Okay. And what you can expect is over 3 hours a day of private live voice calls with me, Tucker, Jackus, the entire BB team and community. Here's a little preview of Jackus doing some TA. We do screen sharing twice per day. It's 3 hours a day. Everything is recorded. So if you miss it and you can't be a part of it and do the Q&A, 24/7 line of communication and all the general chats, full transparency and positional updates, live TA, again, twice per day, right at the New York Open and then right at the New York session close. And again, it's an absolutely awesome time, guys. It's an awesome time. So again, if you love Market Check, you will love some of our products here. Here they are on our website right here. BB Terminal still in beta. It is an awesome product, but we are selling it, severely discounted right now. $97 a month. You can pay with fiat or pay with crypto, one of these nice colored buttons. So again, just think of it as gas. It's got all the tools you will need: portfolio tracking, news, order execution coming in a couple weeks, heat maps, spaghetti charts, DCA indicators, calculators, literally everything, guys, plus a Telegram alerts channel to keep you up to date with everything going on in this market. Definitely consider equipping yourself with all the necessary tools. We custom built this thing from scratch, and it is top tier. If you want to be a part of the Discord and really take things to the next level, again, I mentioned 24/7 line of communication with me, Tucker, and the entire BB team. Community is awesome. Join the hive mind. The truth is, guys, you really need a pack. You really need a wolf pack if you're going to succeed in this market. There's simply too many things to look at, right? It is too big of a market. My trading has gotten exponentially better after I started BB because I've surrounded myself with what I would consider to be some of the best traders in the entire asset class, right? There's nobody that's doing what we're doing. You will see that as soon as you join. It is expensive, but again, you are getting 3 hours per day of private live voice calls with Q&A, chart requests, analysis, again, literally everything. There's nobody doing what we're doing. Plus, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building out a custom BB terminal, which is the Swiss Army knife of products, included in your Discord membership. So again, guys, join us somewhere, right? Check out BB Terminal plus Telegram. Check out the Terminal, Telegram, and Discord packages. You're going to love them. You certainly will not. You will not regret signing up. And again, it's a big market. Surround yourself with the right guys. We want to be those guys for you. If that's not your speed, guys, actually the Academy's under maintenance. Oh, it might be back up now. We're doing maintenance on it, but check out the Academy, guys. We got one free course, one paid one, which shows you all of our tips, all of our tricks, secret strategies, everything that you can need. If you want to speed run your educational journey in these markets, guys, check out the BB Academy. You can watch this funny little video of me up there. Yeah, Edward did.
He did.
Here's everything you're going to learn, guys. It is fantastic. Okay. A lot of people out there, us included, teaching TA for free. Some out there doing it paid. We do a lot of really good free stuff, but there's a difference between the free stuff and the paid stuff. And you guys will see that right away. you will see the difference, right? But join us somewhere, find your pack. And then last but not least, guys, last but not least, if you're like, man, these guys really know what they're doing, I really like them, but I don't have time to do all this stuff. We are actually an SEC registered hedge fund as well. Check out our Twitter page down below to BB Wealth Management, guys. You can sign up, schedule a call with us. We are now active. We are a crypto hedge fund here, fully licensed, registered, good to go, full team. Me, Tucker, Tommy, Jackus, and Louis is just going to be starting here, actually trading a book, I think this week. So again, guys, we can actually now do it. We've had a lot of people sign up and actually invest into BB Wealth Management. We are having an absolutely monster of a 30 to 60 day period here, man. It's been pretty
Unbelievable,
amazing.
Max. Unreal.
Yeah, and we are a long and short fund, so we can actually short and hedge to the downside as well. It's a very actively managed fund, guys. A little bit different than some of our personal strategies, but we are crushing it. So again, if you want us to actually do it for you, we can legally do that. It took us about 6 months to get through all the legal headaches, but we got there. We are good to go. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for being here. Join us somewhere. Check out the links below. Join the BB terminal plus Telegram. Join the Discord. Check it out. You can pay in crypto, guys. No excuses. You're going to absolutely love it. Again, if you love Market Check, you will love the products, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Greatly appreciate your guys' support, and we will see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Market Check. Everybody take care.